Off we go! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Grip. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also...
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over the way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very...
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just... sharing her pain. The pollution... Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, but now we have a chance to find the answer. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we and then we'll let each of us need to be mindful of the state. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must
That's so scary.
Don't worry. It should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here.
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Illusion shattered.
Let's light it up!
Shine down.
I see everything.
I'm going in!
Foreign. Evil conquering. Worthless. Here. Foreign. There is no escape.
Let's light it up!
Committed to memory.
Look! Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky!
Everyone hold hands.
Off we go! Everybody stand back!
Insolent. Illusion shattered.
Let's light it up!
Stop fighting.
I'm going in!
Shine down. Genshin shattered!
Let's light it up!
Shine down!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Lament! Here! Worthless!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Off we go! Adventure time!
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, we'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No, it seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her. So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there
Is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact... It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to...
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, the pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago?
So what exactly is
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. And a form of it came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom, and...
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of... Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an unease, and then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to... And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my...
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies? Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of the... Removing me from Irminsul means... But... this...
People love you so much, and... How can we just... Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no...
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, these are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Huh? That sound...
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought, don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially...
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but I also... Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension. that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides...
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force.
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally,
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly... Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle, and indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of... Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, should...
Price? Interesting. What price?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me. The most threatening segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time. Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, what did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their...
Like you said, it's difficult being as smart as you are. Have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all of...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find... But what I'd like to know is...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Another chess piece. And where is your...
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway... Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Arrogant as that is, it...
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat...
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of... Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could... Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Surely that little girl must leave soon.
Hey there. Are you two also here?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are the little ones causing a ruckus are my children. They always get really excited every time we hold celebrate. Yes, they are. There's good work here, the pay's always on time. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water and... My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Hey there!
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth, or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball! Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business. Look! Milu's back! Let's meet up with her! The event's probably about to start!
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand!
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all!
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Milu's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia.
What a condescending...
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff.
Why?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now we have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my...
That issue is of no You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you...
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish?
The academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several, but our audience isn't the academia. If our shows are too difficult to understand, changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our... Yeah.
The way they're...
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
But none of us plan to accept this.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father?
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Feared. Let me tell you, even if you've always been awful.
This is strictly business. It has nothing... or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can... That's it for today, everyone! I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Is what that guy said true? The academia?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right?
Nahida? You mean Lesser Lord Kus-
She'd probably help if she knew what was going on, no matter how nasty the academia could get.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial... Plus, if the Dendro Archon were to intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's...
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer. What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone...
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their...
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water...
I see. It's a good idea, but... Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. But I just don't know. Can I really...
Paimon'll help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep.
Thanks, you two. All right. I've decided. Even though I may fail,
That's our Nilu. We're
Okay. Let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. You're the Traveler in Paimon, right? I thought you two looked familiar. People have been talking all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the act. Currently, Sino is out investigating a case involving smuggled...
Oh no. Do you think he's...
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino. Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely capable adventurers.
Alright, since you asked...
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for... Last we heard from Sino, he was investigating someone...
Sounds like we better...
Trying to best the academia. If you really want to try, I won't stop you.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach, things might turn out differently from what...
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn...
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the acad... Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot...
Not to rain on your parade. But he's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly You all already knew that. But when all's said and done, aren't you...
That's enough!
Sorry. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself.
Yeah! It's way too early!
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very... But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just... And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, but since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father, but what about the
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilu!
Beat the bad guy!
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging word.
Well said back there, Nilu!
I felt that I I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation. Mr. Zubair,
It won't be difficult to explain. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. Yes, I know. But if I can't even protect the members of the theater from out... In summary, you need sufficient confidence. As long as you double down on that point and force...
all right, got it.
I've seen many. While you prepare for the debate, once you're done chatting, do me a favor and...
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. Nilu, with your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I also want to keep dancing.
You're becoming more... Do your best. We'll do all that we...
Her?
I've gained a whole... Inaya was right. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. After all, Nilu was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilu without... She knows better than any of us how difficult...
I didn't expect you all. That reminded me of my... I can't do things like that anymore, but...
Sorry. If the theater...
It's all right. There's no need to think such... Have faith in the resilience of an adventure.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an...
So relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene is also just past... He was thrilled because he can soon perform. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have...
Are you trying?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught the most important thing about I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to... Similarly, even if this theater disappears, good and bad are all human-made concepts.
You have a point.
Nilu, you don't have to be so nervous.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired...
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up.
Good. My children and I...
When the day comes, I'll get my friends. If anything goes... I can't...
No one is allowed.
Watch out, Mr. Big.
I've gained a whole... Inaya was right. It wasn't out of... After all, I'd be a terrible... She knows better than...
Paimon doesn't really want...
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me.
Oh! Paimon will listen...
Although, I know not if you have a new... What do you think?
This...
We probably do need to tackle this question. I don't know how to explain it. But all I know is that... Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilu, this guy's...
No. Nilu's answer far surpasses yours. The meaning of art comes not, in other words, only art that can be appreciated. This is something that the academia can... I once pursued the mastery of art. Much like how... However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I found that I could comprehend, I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon. In all honesty.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where I can finally find art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softy at heart. He'll even help out with furniture repair and painting the stage.
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him at all.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the Academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books. Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good. Inaya should also be back soon.
Abby? Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Oh no. Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.